Es hora de convertirnos en parte de todas las cosas.
The uncanny valley is a hypothesis which holds that when features look and move almost, but not exactly, like human beings, it causes a response of revulsion among some observers.
Te compro tu novia.
Pues tú me has dicho cómo es ella y me gustó la información.
But you would quickly realize that that wouldn't work.
If you're not me, then you really shouldn't be watching this, because this is supposed to be a private situation between me and me. It's between me now and me in the future. So turn it off. Don't watch this. This is private.
Ese descubrimiento es el descubrimiento del sucio secretito al que se refiere justamente Foucault, claro. Es el sucio secretito. De pronto los padres no son inocentes y esto en efecto te transforma.
Je to debilita, blbost. Dělají z lidí idioty.
Me quedo triste porque
La libertad cero es la libertad de ejecutar el programa como quieras.
Hay algunas veces que sí que hemos visto mucha violencia por parte de la Guardia Civil, otras veces que no. Pero también te digo que depende de la obra será la que se y de si hay prensa delante o no hay prensa.
Now here's some thinking tools. Well, actually, this picture, I want to point out, this picture is all by itself a thinking tool. It draws attention to a rather striking comparison and provokes reflection. The one on the left is an Achillean hand axe. The one on the right, I don't need to tell you. Notice, the Achillean hand axe was used in this form unchanged, without any noticeable improvements for over 1 million years. Weird. Really strange. The mouse, in comparison, has only been around for a few decades and is probably on the way out. The speed of tool use and improvement is picked up a little bit over biological time.
In this film, we shall consider what insects are, how they differ from one another, and from some of their close relatives.
Las pruebas que recogió y presentó Darwin para defender su teoría de la evolución se basaban en gran medida en la comparación de distintas especies. Muchos de los objetos de sus primeras observaciones estaban al alcance de cualquiera.
It's just incredible, the variety. There are hundreds, thousands. No two ones are the same.
Leyendo los textos de Darwin, uno se da cuenta de que la ciencia es algo menos esotérico de lo que algunos nos quieren hacer creer.
Some are incredible mimics. There's a moth here that looks just like a bee. There are other ones that are just showy. There are ones with massive hairs coming out of their arms. It's incredible. It's incredible the diversity.
La comparación como método ya había sido utilizada antes, y no solo en las ciencias de la naturaleza. Entre 1924 y 1929, Aby Warburg compuso lo que él llamó Atlas Mnemosyne, una serie de colecciones de imágenes agrupadas según diversas afinidades. Su trabajo y el de su escuela, relacionando distintas disciplinas, cambiaron el modo de interpretar las imágenes en adelante. André Malraux, en su obra El Museo Imaginario de 1947, escribía: «La vida particular que aporta a la obra de arte su ampliación adquiere toda su fuerza en el diálogo que permite, que pide, la comparación de fotografías». Más tarde, John Berger retomaría la cuestión en un célebre programa televisivo que se convirtió en libro.
The meaning of an image can be changed according to what you see beside it or what comes after it. Let's try a last experiment. We put the image of this well-known painting by Goya on your screen. You look at it in the context of what I'm saying, in the context of my image in relation to it. But supposing you had just turned onto this channel from one of the other two, then you might see something like this.
Some years ago, up in the mountains that were white with snow.
And supposing now you turn off from our channel onto one of the others. Each time, the impact of the Goya is modified. I've now emphasized the ways in which reproduction makes the meaning of works of art ambiguous. This is not as negative as it necessarily sounds if we realize what is happening. What it means, in theory, is that reproduction of works of art can be used by anybody for their own purposes. Images can be used like words. We can talk with them. Reproduction should make it easier to connect our experience of art directly with other experiences.
Here's another thinking tool all on its own, the comparison between these two entities. On the left, you see an Australian termite castle. On the right, you see Gaudi's famous church in Barcelona, the Sagrada Familia. They're strikingly similar in appearance and actually in structure, even internally. They're quite remarkably similar. So here are two artifacts made by animals, looking very similar and yet profoundly different in both the design and construction. The one on the left is designed by Darwinian processes. Clueless, mindless little termites. It's all local action. There's no blueprint. There's no intelligent designer. There's no boss. There's no hierarchy. It's bottom-up construction in sort of every sense of the word. Whereas Gaudí is the very model of an intelligent designer. Autocratic, full of manifestos and blueprints and orders, ordering the underlings around. Now, they're both natural. And one of the really interesting questions is, how do we get on this planet, how did we get from termite-style design and construction to Gaudí-style design and construction? How did the second kind evolve from the first? That's a very deep and interesting question. That's the one that I am now devoting as much time as I can to and will attack in the next book.
Las técnicas de reproducción y proyección, así como la profusión de pantallas, han cambiado nuestra manera de comprender el arte y el mundo. Presentamos un formato televisivo en que se comparan imágenes con la intención de plantear cuestiones interesantes y problemas que valdría la pena pensar entre todos, en discusión pública y abierta. Invitamos a los espectadores a sugerir nuevas comparaciones, pantallas partidas como herramientas para pensar.
Perché non reagiamo? Perché non ci presentiamo nella nostra verità? Perché accettiamo quest'umiliazione continua? Perché non ci occupiamo dei nostri diritti? Di che cosa abbiamo paura?
Pueden ver esta y otras cápsulas en formato desmontable en la web del CCCB.